Hello everybody. Today is October 21st. We're here to do the extended read on your weekend forecast and the 3-card draw. So I'm going to go ahead and review the 3 cards I originally picked, and then we're going to continue to expound a little bit more on what's coming up for your weekend in the next 3 days. So we started out with the 8 of Swords. I talked about getting out of your own way. There's something that's stopping you right now. And then we talked about this idea of taking better self-care, that you've been giving away way too much energy. It's time to start really looking at taking care of yourself much better. And then we also had the 7 of Swords, where I felt like somebody's not telling everything. There's something being kept, whether it's you or somebody else. But if it's you, this is a time to decide whether it's worth keeping to yourself or it's better to say something. But you really need to consider how the other person's going to feel. And is this actually a helpful thing to reveal, or you're better off just keeping it to yourself? You never want to reveal the truth just so that you feel better. You want to reveal the truth because it's the right thing to do and it's going to help everybody involved, right? I know it sounds funny, like I'm telling you to lie. I'm not. I'm just saying, think about, is the truth going to help, or is it going to only make things worse? So just think about that. Then we went ahead and picked a few more cards here, or let a few more cards fall out. And under that 8 of Swords, where I talk about you kind of standing in your own way, we get the Wheel of Fortune. This happens a lot, I notice, with that 8 of Swords. Wheel of Fortune is all about, there's a lot of opportunities for you. You spin the wheel, it's going to land on something. No matter what, it's going to be good. So it feels like once you get out of your own way, yeah, you're going to open that energy. I think I've been saying this all week, honestly. Feels like I'm being sort of repeating myself, but definitely true. When you have too much energy in one thing that's negative, that positive stuff can't come in. Those blessings can't show up because there's no room for them. So think about that. Under that 9 of Cups, where I mentioned this idea of you need to start taking better care of yourself, stop giving away so much of your energy, we have the Wounded Warrior. The 9 of Wands. Wands are about your dreams, hopes, and your desires. This is about trying one more time. So I feel like maybe you're even in a stagnant relationship, whether it be work, friendship, or love, where you keep trying over and over and over. And you go, I'll give it one more try. I'll give it one more try. I'll give it one more try. And maybe it's time to realize that maybe it's not for you to try anymore. Maybe it's for them. Maybe they need to try a little bit harder. Then we get the 2 of Swords, about not wanting to make a decision. How funny. We get very similar energies. Look at this. I said she's standing in her own way, and then here she's sitting here going, I don't want to decide. I don't want to make up my mind. I don't want to think about it. It's not going to go away on its own. Sorry. I know you're hoping I tell you something magical, but I'm saying it's not going to go away on its own. So until you get to that decision, yes, there's a lot of water in the background, a lot of emotion behind this. But you know what? Sometimes we have to feel uncomfortable to get to the thing that's going to make us feel great. Honest to Peach. Just like think about getting a tattoo. It hurts like hell. We're sitting there going, why am I doing this? Or digging into my skin, this hurts. But we know what the end result is that we're looking for, so that we trust that person to go ahead. Yes, they're hurting us. Yes, we're standing there taking it. But we know the end result will be good once it's over with. So sometimes we just have to go to the end of the race, right? And see what happens. Bottom of the deck, we did end up with the Judgment card. It's funny, I just realized I mixed my decks up. That's okay, I do it all the time anyway. So this is 2 different decks I'm using. This is actually the regular Rider-Waite, and before I was using my Rome Choi deck. I don't know why I did that, but I'm going to take it as a sign from Spirit. Maybe sometimes it's time to mix it up, right? Judgment, it's a reset. This angel's going, doo, 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 get up, get off your butt, get off your little gray butt, stand up, get some sunshine, warm up, thaw out, start again. All it's saying, start again. So I don't think that means start again in that same relationship I just mentioned. I think it's saying it might be time for a whole new phase in your life, a whole new way of seeing things, a whole new place to live, a whole new career, a whole new relationship, maybe everything. I don't know. We're going to find out more in just a second. I'm going to pull some more cards. Let's see what jumps out for us. Back to the Rome Choi deck. I have already pre-shuffled this deck. Let's see what else we get. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. More information for my weekend viewers here. Anything that will help them moving on. We got Page of Wands. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Any other cards today to come out for my viewers or anybody else that happens to be tuning in right now? And guys, please, I'm trying to grow this channel. If you like what I do, please share it with people. Subscribe, follow. You'll get notifications when I post new things. All right, we've got a good handful of new cards. Great. So under that idea of you kind of standing in your own way, and then until you free that energy up, once you do, the world is just kind of open to you. That Wheel of Fortune, like anything goes. We have Page of Wands. So pages are generally either learning something new, somebody who's a little bit younger in your life, or a message, or it could be all 3. The wands, again, represent our dreams, hopes, and desires. But if you look, again, here's this shoreline. She's walking along with the water now. So as I said, once you get out of that emotion, You can start pursuing the things that really speak to your heart. And I feel like, and I've said this, I think yesterday, you're going to meet somebody who inspires you. It doesn't have to be a love interest, but somebody is going to inspire you or get you excited. It may even be just something you happen to, see on TikTok or YouTube or something, or it's somebody who just, you just have this conversation. Suddenly you feel like, you know what, this might work. I might be excited about that. Like I feel this little spike of excitement. So just be paying attention to those conversations. Under the Nine of Cups, where I mentioned this idea of sort of like giving away too much away of your energy, and then that wounded warrior where I said, it's like, oh, I gotta do this again. And I said, no, it's not for you to do again. You've tried. The other person needs to do some work. We get the Nine of Pentacles. Another 9 energy in the same row. 9 again is about resolution. Pentacles is about career, finance, sometimes stability in the home, getting to the end of a cycle, starting to see the fruits of your labor. And so, like I said, I feel like if you kind of pull your energy back and allow them to put some energy into the relationship or the business, whatever it is, you are going to start seeing some results. Are the results always going to be what you were wishing for? Not necessarily, but it's still going to be considered progress. At least it's going to go in a direction, not just stay the way it's been. Then we get the 10 of Cups, and that shows up under that 7 of Swords, where I said you might be keeping something to yourself or somebody might be keeping something from you, but I kind of feel like it's you. You've been kind of holding back either how you feel or something you want to talk about, and you've been trying to make a decision about it, and I said don't reveal it unless you know it's going to be for the greater good of everybody involved. We get the 10 of Cups. This is about happy family, happy endings, love, everything is working out, new phase in life. So I do feel like once you've come to some type of resolution with this thing that you've been holding back on, you are going to start seeing the flow going the right way for you, especially regarding your family and your loved ones. All right. Bottom of the deck, we get the Knight of Swords. That's a very fast moving energy. This is charging in, somebody who's motivated, ready to go, again, with the truth. So, if you've been waffling on whether you want to say something or not, maybe you do. Maybe that's what's going to help you with that forward momentum. Only you will know. But if you've been holding back for a very long time and you haven't seen any change, that's probably your answer right there. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into some oracle cards. That's the end of the tarot portion of the reading for your weekend. We're going to go ahead and see what the Maps deck tells us. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. Any cards today from my map deck? We got 2 cards flap out, one on the floor, of course. This card comes up a lot also, and this card I haven't seen in a little while. We got Solitude, number 13. 13 is not a bad number, by the way. I just want you to know that right off the bat. Solitude. Maybe you've been spending some time alone, or you need to. Maybe you've just been doing too much for too many people. And it's time maybe this weekend, take one day to yourself. Just go treat yourself to something. Whether it be a walk, just window shopping if you can't afford anything special, or go take yourself for a pedicure, or walk on the beach, or go to the park and throw the Frisbee around for your dog. Do something that's just for no reason other than it just feels good this week by yourself, please. 13 energy, 1 energy, the 1 in the 13 is about a new beginning. 3 energy is about creation. 1 and 3 is for healing. Yes, sometimes the best way to heal is to just be alone for a few hours or even a day if you need to. Solitude. Again, I keep seeing the water is really jumping out at me on a lot of these pictures, the water theme. So if you are near a body of water, even as just a pond, I feel like that's going to be therapeutic for you. Please, please, please go to the water if you can. Then we get dry desert. It's funny because I just realized this. These are reverse numbers. You still get 3 and 1, 1 and 3. Same meaning again. The healing, the new creation, and the healing. How funny that happened. Those 2 cards just fell out. Not funny. This is how it works. Dry desert, again, about being alone. But look at her. She doesn't look scared. She doesn't look freaked out. Oh, crawling because it's so dry in that desert. No, she's walking along. She's making her prints on the landscape, and she sees these big cactus in the background there that she's walking towards with her head held high. She doesn't even look like it's too hot or she's thirsty or anything. She's just walking along. She's like, it's okay to be by myself for a while. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. It doesn't mean you have to be lonely. You have company of your spirit guides. All right. Now we're going to pull from the vintage deck. I love it when things like that happen. All right, let's see what happens here. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. This deck is by Victoria Mosley. I call it the Vintage Oracle. Let's see any good cards come out. We got Patience. Okay. Patience. This is cute. Don't try to rush anything. Even though I said that this Knight of Swords is a fast-moving energy, that doesn't mean that you have to rush, okay? Only do it when you're ready. I'm not telling you it has to be today or this weekend. I'm just saying these are things to think about. These are things to turn over in your mind. Just be patient with yourself. You've already been patient with everybody else. Be patient with you. All right. Now we're going to jump into my spirit animal deck. This is always a great one. I love this. Spirit of the Animals, I think is the name of this deck. But there's also creatures in here, not just animals. There's mystical creatures. You never know what's going to pop out on this guy. Let's see what we get here. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. A card for my viewers. No, those cards, that's like 10 cards. We only need 1 or 2. Try that again. These are huge cards. They're a little bit difficult to shuffle sometimes, so I kind of have to, you know, manipulate them a little bit there. All right, spirits. Any card? Whoa! Golly. All right, here's what I'm going to do. 1 card, I had this giant handful of cards fall out, but 1 card flipped itself up. And we'll use that one. Elk, nobility. Woo, I don't know if I've ever seen this one. Here's what it says. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. It's just saying that you're a badass. That's really all this says. It's funny though, it said you are crowned with success. I listen to other readers in the morning just to kind of feel inspired, just like you're listening to me. And there's one I really love on here called Baba Jolie. And she was talking, she does hers by zodiac sign. So I was listening to a Taurus reading about career. And she said, spirits are telling me to straighten your crown. And she said, and what I feel like that's saying is you don't even realize that you are at that royalty status at this point as far as your energy goes in your career. So I just thought I would bring that up. If there are any other Taurians watching this, that was in part of the forecast for career right now through Baba Jolie, and that did show up crowned with success in this card. So I just wanted to point out that synchronicity in my morning. I always think those are very important to acknowledge. Lastly, we go into my Moonology deck. A lot of you have seen this deck before. I like it. It always has a few little ideas, phrase or two, just to kind of close out the reading. Let's see what we get here. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. Ready? Here we go. Anytime now. I'm just going to randomly pick a card. Sometimes I'll just do that if it doesn't, nothing wants to fall out. Here we go. Got this one. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. That would make sense. Like I said, gotta look at it all before we make decisions. Everybody have an amazing weekend and happy Friday. I love you all. Thank you so much again. Please subscribe, hit the like button, smash it down there if you would, and share my channel with as many people as you wish. I appreciate your following and happy Friday.